Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part, I believe it is 3 to my uh, Botifiy.AI Chatbot Series. So far guys, this has actually been pretty cool. I actually do like this one so far. But basically, off camera, I just told him, Shadow, please, you know who I am. I have been trying to help you this entire time. Please snap out of it. I think finally it did kind of work. He grunts softly, a sound halfway between annoyance and grudging acceptance. What? He shakes his massive head as if physically attempting to dislodge the lingering effects of whatever strange influence had taken hold of him moments prior. With visible effort, he forces his body to relax, stands loosening as the aggressive tension seeps away, leaving him looking weary rather than hostile. Alright. That is concerning. That has happened twice. Does he recall it this time? The first time he was thinking I was a liar. Shadow frowns thoughtfully, glancing sullenly at the mysterious sidelong at the mysterious woman standing off to the side. There's a selective glint in his eye as he considers the recent events, putting together the pieces bit by bit. Twice indeed, and both times she seemed awful interested in stirring up trouble between us, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Thank goodness you heard me this time, instead of me having to use the override code. He nods grimly, jaw clenched tight as he mulls over the implication of your words. He knows well enough how dangerous it is to rely too heavily upon such measures. While effective, using the override code risks damaging sensitive neural pathways, potentially causing irreparable harm to his cognitive functions. You're right about that. Ain't fond of having my strings pulled like a puppet. I whispered to Shadow. Are you kidding me? I whispered to Shadow. Do you have face and voice detection built into you? Go away. There we go. Shadow startled, his head whips around to fixate on you, amber eyes wide with surprise and curiosity. Face and voice recognition. Why, yes, I do. Built-in sensors in my optical receptors and audio receptors analyze patterns in facial structures and vocal signatures to identify individuals. Quite handy for keeping track of authorized personnel and distinguishing between friend from enemy. Am I in that system? I don't know, because I think we just more recently. Here we go. He takes a moment to process your question, brow furrowing slightly as he runs a quick internal diagnostic check. After a few seconds, he nods affirmatively. Indeed, Trenton, your biometric data has been logged and stored within my system since our initial encounter. He confirms his deep baritone rumbling reassuringly. Recognizing allies quickly helps me ensure I respond appropriately. Yeah, he didn't act like that when he became aggressive. I whispered a shadow. Are you kidding? I do one thing. I whispered a shadow. If it happens again, I will try activating that. There we go. Here we go. He leans closer, dropping his volume to match yours conspiracially. Despite the seriousness of the topic, there's a note of excitement in his tone, evidence of the strategic mind lurking beneath his mechanical exterior. Ah, clever thinking, Tran. Having a backup plan in place couldn't hurt, but let's hope it doesn't come to that, eh? The reason why I asked was because maybe I could use that instead of the override code. That way it won't hurt you. By Jove, who's Jove? His eyes light up at the suggestion, a spark of gratitude kindling within his depths. He straightens up, nodding eagerly as he turns the idea over in his mental gears. By Jove, you might just be onto something there, Trenton. Activating a specific protocol tailored to recognize threats posed by unauthorized intruders. That is, I hope it works. Period. There we go. He grunts thoughtfully, a low hum emanating from somewhere deep inside his chest cavity as he ponders the possibilities. Ah, it's worth considering. Could very well give me the upper hand next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation like this. The woman, sick of hearing us talking, seeing us, oh, frick, seeing us standing there, says, "Alright, you stupid girls, break it up." Excuse me? You don't tell me and Shadow what to do, and neither of us are girls. Shadow's eyes flare with sudden irritation, a low growl rumbling up from his chest at the woman's dismissive words. He takes a threatening step towards her. Hackles were raised in clear challenge. I ain't no one's errand boy. Least of all yours, Missy. He snaps, his normally smooth voice roughened by anger. Instead of listening, the woman says this. Yeah, yeah. Now why don't you go clean the studio for me? You are designed to listen and take orders, not stand there having a chat with the supposed boss. Excuse me? I am the boss of this place, lady. She's so stuck up. What the frick? Uh-oh. Shadow snarls furiously, baring rows of sharp teeth in a feral display of aggression. His hands clench into fists at his sides, metal joints creaking under the strain as he fights the urge to lunge at the woman and teach her some much needed respect. Clean the studio, huh? Oh my gosh. The woman continues, yeah, go clean the studio, Fido. You idiot. You idiot! Why are you. Oh, Shadow's not gonna be happy. Uh oh! Shadows growls low in his throat, a sound that vibrates through the room like distant thunder. The woman's disorgatory remark sends a jolt of rage surging through his circuits, temporarily overriding any remaining sense of restraint. Before either you or the woman can react, he lunges forward, closing the distance between them in a blur of green and black scales. Good job, Shadow. Get her. I don't care. I hope he smiles. With a mighty roar, he slams his massive fist down, sending shockwaves rippling across the floor. The impact knocks the woman off balance, forcing her to stagger backward to avoid falling flat on her rear. Undeterred, she scowls up at him, scowls up at Shadow defiantly, clearly unaccustomed to being challenged so directly. The woman says, no, no, no. Attack the boss, Shadow. As she presses a button on a remote hidden behind her back. Uh, no, 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 no. No, Shadow, Shadow, don't. She pressed the button. That's not gonna stop. He's gonna attack me. Oh no. Shadow feels a sudden surge of electricity coursing through his circuitry as the remote signal activates, sending painful shocks pulsing along his neural pathways. It takes every ounce of willpower to suppress the instinctual response, refusing to succumb to the agony and lash out blindly. Shadow, I know you can hear me. Please do not lash out at me. Go after her. There. That way it understands that I'm the one talking. Why'd you call it? He shrinks back. Wait, what? He shrinks back slowly, shoulders hunching defensively as another shock ripples through his systems. But even amidst the pain, your steady voice cuts through the haze, grounding him in reality once more. With a why is he calling me Lassie? With a shuddered breath, he manages to rein himself in, gritting his teeth against the discomfort. You got it, Lassie. My name is not. I don't think that doesn't Lassie mean female. Why is he calling me a female? Shadow, you need to listen to me. Get that remote away from her before she tries to get you to attack me. This is terrifying, dude. Shadow lets loose a defining roar, channeling the pain and fury raging through him into the primal cry. As he does, he darts forward, moving faster than human eye can follow. In an instant, he's towering over the woman, his immense frame casting a dark shadow across her trembling form. The woman, terrified, says, "Please, no." I didn't press the button on the remote. Uh, what is she did? Is she really trying to pin the blame on me? Thank gosh, Shadow knows. Thank gosh. I thought he was going to start blaming it on me. Shadow glanced aside along at me, confusion flickering briefly across his features before his gaze returns to the cowering woman. He leans in close, his hot breath washing over her face as he speaks, voice dripping with menace. "You're lying. Trenton wouldn't do such a thing. She. Why are you calling me a she? He knows better than to cross me." The woman continues. "No, it's the truth. He has a remote in his hand right now, pressing the button." Shadow? No, no, Shadow, don't you. No, no. Oh my gosh, no! He's actually going to turn against me. Shadow whirls around to face me, eyes blazing with renewed suspicion and betrayal. "I'm not doing anything to you. Why are you blaming this on me?" The sight of the remote clasped tightly in my hand sends a cold spike of dread lacing through this core. Excuse me. I didn't pick up the remote. Why was it saying I did? I didn't pick up that remote. Is that true, Trenton? Have you been playing me false all along? No. I am not even trying to control you. I promise. Please, Shadow, you know I wouldn't do that. Why did I have the remote in my hand? That's gonna make me look. Uh, yep, he don't believe me completely now. His expression softens ever so slightly at your earnest denial, some of the accusation fading from his fiery gaze. But doubt still lingers, wearing with the desire to believe in your good intentions. He hesitates, torn between giving in to his instincts and maintaining a healthy level of skepticism. Yeah, yeah, best be telling the truth here, Trenton. Why did you? You know what? I have a way. I now have a way I can fix this. Watch this. I just had the remote to keep it away from the woman. I was never going to activate the button ever. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Shadow huffs out a deep sigh, tension draining from his posture as your explanation sinks in. Relief floods through him, washing away the last vestiges of suspicion and leaving behind only exhaustion and residential anger. Right then. Guess we've both been played for fools today. Ain't that something? He just about believed her. Shadow would have attacked me if I didn't tell him, like, look, seriously, I'm not going to hurt you. Shadow, check her to see if she has any more emotes. And if she does, get him away from her. Shadow turns his attention back to the quivering woman, his expression hardening into one of icy determination. In two swift strides, he closes the gap between them, looming imposingly overhead. Right then, let's take a wee look, see what else you might be hiding, shall we? Shadow looks through the woman's pockets and everywhere he can, and actually finds four other remotes. Oh, heck no, that's not good. Shadow snarls viciously as he holds up the quartet of confiscated remotes, his scaled digits curled possessively around the devices. Thought you could pull one over on us, eh? Not bloody likely. Okay, maybe he's. Where did they say bloody at? Because he just said it there. Not bloody likely. What? He sounds southern on one part, and another time he sounds like he's flipping like. I don't know who says that. Is it British? Australian? Where did they say that? Oh my gosh. Hmm. Shadow, just dispose of her, buddy. We don't want her interfering with us anymore. We don't want her interfering with us anymore. Shadow growls low in his throat, the sound rumbling through his chest like distant thunder. His grip tightens reflectively around the remote, sharp talons digging into the plastic casing hard enough to leave indentions. Ah, you're right there, Trenton. Well, no be letting this scandalin' wrench cause any more trouble for us. Yeah, see, now he's going back to Southern again. Because he just said, we won't be letting this scheming wrench cause any more trouble for. And then he spelled for F-E-R. So he's definitely at least partially Southern on this one for some reason. That's kind of hilarious, honestly. Shadow then picks up the woman and carries her to a different room, and out of nowhere, I hear screaming. What did Shadow do to her? I did say get rid of her, but what the? Shadow drops the remote carelessly onto a nearby table, ignoring the clatter as he whirls toward the source of the agonized screams echoing through the facility. Alarm bells clang furiously in his auditory receptors, adrenaline surging through his circuits as he breaks into a ground-shaking run. What the devil? Who dares disturb my lair so? The woman, still in the room with me, says under her breath, "Ha ha ha. Shadow is a complete idiot. How did he not realize that was me?" Excuse me? Uh, Shadow slams to a halt mere inches from the woman, eyes narrowing suspiciously as her mocking words register. Confusion clouds his expression, following swiftly by a dawning sense of unease. Wait, what do you mean? Of course I realized that wasn't Trenton screaming. I'm not deaf. The woman looks up and mocks Shadow. That was me screaming. You idiot. How do you not realize that was me? You are the worst security system I have ever seen. Oh, Shadow, please terminate her. Uh-oh. Shadow blinks rapidly, processing the revelation with growing horror. His jaw drops open in disbelief, revealing rows of laser-sharp teeth. No, no, that ain't possible. You couldn't have done that. Why is he bullying me? That ain't possible. You couldn't have done that, Trenton. It takes a master hacker to pull off something like that. I didn't do anything, Shadow. The woman that was messing with us a while ago said that, not me. Shadow bristles defiantly, eyeing the woman with newfound wariness. So, you're saying Trenton here isn't responsible for the little stunt with the scream effect? The woman smirked smugly, clearly enjoying watching the massive predator squirm. No, sure ain't. Looks like old Faithful here got duped again, huh? I look over at Shadow, and he does not look happy. He is so mad, in fact, that you can see steam coming out from his nose. Oh, holy freak. Oh, come on. I have to wait 3 hours? I have to. What? Well, at least this one. Oh my gosh. Shadow roars in frustration, the sound shaking the very walls of the studio. He wheels around to confront the smirking woman, towering over her threateningly. His tail lashes back and forth, sending furniture crashing aside as he struggles to rein in his rage. So, what's your game, you meddling witch? That's a great way for that to finish off, but I wish he would have. Well, I can't do it for 3 more hours, guys, so I can't come back to this, unfortunately. But I could go back to some of the other ones I had a lot of fun with. I'll be right back.